What's going on, guys? Your average gamer back. I know I haven't posted it for a while. I've been inactive. I put up a montage, but you know, that's the best I could do. I'm actually really stoked because today was my last day of finals, and I'm bringing you guys something a little different. As you can see, I posted this gameplay. It's one half has been played. So I started this game, the second half, 25-5. And today's topic at hand, Scuf versus Claw. I've been meaning to bring this out for the longest time, but I wanted to make sure that I had the right gameplays. So what you'll actually see today is the first half of the gameplay is me playing with a Scuf controller, and the second half is me playing Claw. And I'll go over the plus, the minuses on both, and what Claw actually is. So, and what actually Scuf is for some of you. I know a lot of people actually that played aren't fully aware of all these different terms I'm throwing at you right now. So we're going to start from the basics. Let's start all the way back at the beginning. So when you first purchase a game, each game of Call of Duty is set on default. So default layout is the right thumbstick is your knife, the B button is drop, and you know, so forth. What actually happens is when people started to figure out drop shotting, they switched their button layout to tactical. And when I first found this out on COD, I was like, oh man, I'm all over this. I could start drop shotting, just evading all these bullets. And then, you know, time progressed, and I went into Modern Warfare 3. And this is where I started to get a little bit more competitive, and I started seeing a different, you know, I started seeing people jumping around corners, drop shotting like really quick. Like, you would think, how is that possible for someone to just leave their jump, like their thumb off the analog stick, jump, aim, and drop on you? So I did a little research, and I found out that there were these things called Scuf controllers. And what a Scuf controller is essentially there's two paddles on the bottom of the controller, and this allows you to program these two buttons where one can be jump, one can be drop shot. So you assign like your A or your B button to it, and that's what that does. And then you could still have some players play on tactical, where you could still like drop shot with it, and then you could use your right paddle to knife. But what this came after, you know, certain people were playing Claw. And what Claw essentially is I'll have a picture after this gameplay ends, but you use your index finger on the A, B, X, Y buttons, and your middle finger becomes your trigger finger. And that's it's like it does the same. They both, Claw and Scuf, have the same benefits. You can jump, you could drop, you could knife. Like, your fingers never essentially leave you know, the buttons at all. And the big debate between these two is skill. So the claim is always, Scuf, you're buying a skill. It's like you're not earning it, you're kind of just given to it. You know, you're given all the skills. While if you learn to play Claw, there's a little bit more credibility behind it, because you it's a harder technique. Your fingers, it's not the way your hands are meant to hold the controller. That's why it's a little bit more difficult. And as you can see right here, this is Claw. So the way your index finger scrolls over the A, B, X, Y, your thumb never leaves the aiming stick. And this gameplay, as you can see, I'm rocking the Diamond camo. I did unlock the SMG Diamond camo, so be on the lookout. I'll have more videos with those. And if you'd like, leave a comment of which gun you'd like to see gold camo or diamond camo. I'd be happy to try to get a gameplay with that. But this one is Claw, and right now I am playing with the I'm playing Claw layout on default. So my knife button is still my right thumbstick. And what I like about Claw is it is more challenging, but it's at the same time it's more rewarding, in the sense that I'm forced to think about what I have to do. So when I need to drop, when I need to reload, when I need to jump. And what was happening was, when I was using a Scuf, I would just always jump shot. See right there, you could see me duck, drop down, get back up, aim, shoot. Like, it's more methodical, and it's a way of thinking. It's not so mindless. When I was playing with a Scuf, I was just really mindless. Every time like I'd start getting into a gunfight, I'd start jumping. I focus a lot more on my aim now, and you could say, like, a lot of the times I get unlucky in this gameplay. You can see I try to go for caps when I shouldn't because, you know, I'm trying to play for the win. That's first and foremost, but a noob thing is you never capture the flag by yourself. So always try to play with your team to really work that over. And I'm trying to, basically I was just always trying to get B because this would happen. We would get into 3 cap, or, you know, at least if I got B, then it'd be easier to get A or C flag. But enough about that. Back to the topic at hand. So right now I'm set on playing claw. Like, that's my thing. I do have a Scuf controller, but it's more rewarding to me to play claw. And, you know, as a player, it's a little bit, you know, it's hard to say because I feel that I'm forced to think a little bit more when I'm playing on claw. I enjoy kind of the full range of motion, you know. And the one thing, like, what claw doesn't really help in this game is the fact that the knife sucks. Like, since there's no lunge whatsoever, you could play on regular and it still work. But when I was playing on tactical layout with, like, holding the controller regularly, I would just end up drop shotting everything. It's kind of like an old force of habit. Like, anytime you see someone, you just start drop shotting. But, you know, I do work in this game as well. But, so as for now, claw is kind of the way to go for me. And, you know, I'd love to get people's feedbacks. What do you guys think about it? What are you confused about? What do you want to know more about? You know, because this is a big, you know, thing of its own. If you're not too familiar with all these different types of way to play with the controller, you know, you might ultimately find a different way to play better. And right here you can see kind of claw in effect. I was able to duck down, get back up, reload, and this is all done with my index finger. And my right thumbstick is, you know, I'm using my right thumb just to aim. So that's kind of the plus of this. And you can kind of see I go in a nasty streak right here when I run into this next guy. So now I'm on winter break. I have 1 month, so I'm going to grind really hard. I'm going to try and put out another montage, put out videos, and like I said, knifing sucks in this game. I'm ducking around, weaving on this guy, and because I was claw, I was able to do that. It would have been such a hassle for me to move my right thumb all the way over to the B button if I was playing on on a tactical layout. So the benefits of having all the buttons at your hands without moving is kind of the big thing there. Ideally, what I would actually really like is to have a Scuf controller without the paddles, because honestly, the way the Scuf feels with the paint and everything, it just feels so nice. Like the top layer with the paint coat is nice. The bottom of it, it has like its own kind of leather or special Scuf material, and it just feels so sweet. Like, I really, really enjoy it. So ideally, I would like to have kind of a Scuf controller without the stupid paddles, and still be able to play claw, just because my hands tend to sweat a lot. So that's that. But the gameplay is winding down to an end. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it if you guys gave me some feedback, and if you haven't, please check out my past videos. Thank you.